Hello, in this video I want to make sure that the Frankenstein Glock, the so-called Frankenstein Glock, it would be the slide of the Glock 36. It has the slim side with a grip of a Glock 29 or a Glock 30 with short frame. In combination will be the same as the new Glock 30S, which came out I think in Austria a few weeks ago, in America a bit earlier. And I want to make sure, if it is possible for you, if you have a Glock 36, just to put the slide on the grip of the 29 or the 30, and you get the same pistol like the Glock 30S. First thing I want to show you are the magazines. The Glock 36 uses a single stack magazine which holds 6 rounds, caliber 45, and the Glock 30S or the Glock 30, which have the same grip, use double stack magazines which hold 10 rounds, and that isn't the only advantage of the bigger grip. The second advantage is you can use bigger magazines from the Glock 21, for example. When you compare the Glock 30 and the Glock 30S, you see that the frame on the 30S is smaller, and that is a big advantage because if the slide is smaller, the weight of the pistol is reduced. To show this a bit better, I will field strip both pistols. Therefore I take out the magazine, make sure that there is no chamber, there's no round in the chamber, let the slide go forward, pull the trigger, put the slide a bit back and let it go forward and out. Then remove the double spring. The small Glock models had the double spring from the beginning. These are a bit different, like the double springs on the Gen 4. Take out the barrel, and the Glock 30 is field strip. Same thing with the 30S. Take out the magazine, make sure there's no round in the chamber, pull the trigger, put this lock down on both sides, take the slide out, take out the spring and the barrel, and the Glock 30S is also field stripped. So now we can put the two slides together, and I think it will be better when we show it from this side. Hope you see it in the camera. The slide of the Glock 30S is slimmer. When I put the two slides together, you see that it's about 2 millimeters, 2 or 3 millimeters, and this is much weight reduction. So if you use it as a carry gun, it is always better when the pistol is lighter, and you have no disadvantage because both pistols hold the same magazines and both pistols are chambered in 45 auto. Now let's have a look on the grip. This one is from the Glock 30S and this one is from the Glock 30. On my Glock 30 the grip is no short frame grip. This means that the distance between these two parts, from my thumb to my index finger, is a bit longer on this grip of the Glock 30. When you take a look inside, the parts look very equal. There is a small difference, hope you see it. There is a number on this part here, and on the Glock 30 it is 4256 1, and on the 30S it is 42562. I think this is because this one is the short frame model and this one is the normal model. I have here, because I made my Glock 36 to a Frankenstein model, and on this model there is also 42561. So I have to correct me, it is not because of the short frame model. It's very interesting because both grips are for a Glock 30 short frame, and the Glock 30S has here a different part. Now let's put the Glock 36 in this game. 36 with the slim slide and also the slim frame. And what we now want is to see if the parts of the Glock 36 from the slide are as the parts on the Glock 30S. Here we have the 36, here we have the 30S. And you see the frame looks the same, looks if it is equal. And I think also in detail the frame is equal of the two pistols. Next thing we take a look at is the barrel. Here we have the barrel of the Glock 30S. And here we have the barrel of the Glock 36. And when we put these two barrels together, they are also exactly the same. Same steering curve, same length, and these two barrels are equal. Then we have the double spring, and you see they have changed the double spring a bit. There is a metal case around the first spring on the 30S, and there is some plastic on the Glock 36. But I think the springs have the same length, and I also think they will both function in both pistols. There is one thing I have forgotten. The barrel of the Glock 30 is different. I'll take out the barrel of the 30S. And I hope you see it in the camera. The barrel of the Glock 30 is bigger than on the Glock 30S. There is also a difference here on the barrel. Hope you see it in the camera. You see this groove here, and this is not on this barrel. And it isn't much, but there is a difference. Overall, the barrel of the Glock 30S is a bit slimmer. If I want to put the barrel in the Glock 30, the barrel of the Glock 30 in the 30S, it doesn't fit in. There was no difference in the slide of the Glock 36 and the Glock 30S, but when I took a closer look on the grip, here we have the grip of the Glock 30S, and you see the number with a 2, and here we have the grip of the Glock 30 short frame this number is with a 1. And there is also a difference in the steering block. You see, this part is a bit broader than this part here. So they definitely made another steering block for the barrel of the Glock 36 into the frame of the Glock 30. And they also changed this part. So that means if you have a Glock 36, you can buy a grip of a Glock 30S and you will have the possibility to make your Frankenstein Glock with the original grip from Glock for this pistol. So that also means that the Frankenstein Glocks with the grip of the Glock 30 have worked, but there were parts which weren't 100% perfect for this pistol. The first gun I shoot is the Glock 30S with the slim grip of the Glock 36. There's no rail on this grip. So let's load the pistol and try the function. So you see, it works perfect. Slide of the Glock 30S and the grip of the Glock 36. A look on the target. The next combination is the Glock 36 slide on the grip of the Glock 30S. Load the pistol. Also functions perfect. A look on the target. I had a very nice group here. Now I shoot the Glock 30S with the original grip. So this is the original Glock 30S. Here we have the target, so it isn't better than with the other grip. And now the Glock 36 original. Here you see the target. That was my video about the Glock 30S and the changeability of the parts to the Glock 36. And you see the slides are equal, so they work on both grips. So if you already have a Glock 36, you could buy a grip of a 30 and put it on the 36, or if you already have a 30S and you want to have a slim design pistol, you can buy just the grip of the 36 and put it on the 30S, and the pistols will function. So I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Bye bye.